Hello everyone, my name is Rene Lopez, and today I will be talking a little bit about the elements of magical realism portrayed in the film Edward Scissorhands. Edward Scissorhands was filmed in 1990 and was played by Johnny Depp. This film is about a young man who was created by an inventor, but this inventor passed away before he could finish Edward's hands. Edward was left with hands made out of sharp metal scissors. He lived in a mansion isolated from society until a lady from the closest neighborhood took him and gave him shelter in her home. Let's take a look at this short summary of the movie.
Those are your hands. Those are your hands. Hold me. I can't.
Eddie, is there anything you can't do? You take my very breath away, I swear. Look at this.
Goodbye. I love you.
The element of plentitude is being in real life, but there's still a twist of supernatural in it. We see this element throughout the film of Edward Scissorhands, starting with the fact that Edward is an artificial character. Every part of his body was made by the inventor. Even if Edward is a supernatural character, he is still a living and breathing person. He was also a part of a society of real life in the movie. Then things start to go wrong. As you saw in the short clip before, Edward falls in love with a young lady from the neighborhood. This makes Edward get into some trouble. From that point on, the whole neighborhood starts to see him as an outcast and wants to get rid of him. The second element we see in this film is collective consciousness, which is when something magical becomes normalized. People see Edward as a normal person for a while during the film. Edward shows everyone his best qualities, which is to cut things. He starts by trimming a bush into a dinosaur. People are fascinated by this, and eventually we see Edward's art in every yard of the neighborhood. For some reason, Edward starts cutting a dog's hair. The women in the neighborhood are captivated by this. One of them quotes, "Oh Edward, is there anything you can't do?" She also asks him if he's ever cut a woman's hair. Before you know it, Edward is cutting hair for all the women in the neighborhood. This got to the point that they wanted to open a salon so he can show everyone his talent. Everyone started to see Edward as a normal person, and the fact that he had scissor hands was now normal. Abstraction is when there's not a lot of detail for why a place is the way it is. This is portrayed in the film in two different places. Why is the mansion dark and covered by what seems like a cloud? And why is the neighborhood painted in the same bright colors and lawns cut so perfectly? This neighborhood is almost to the point of being something fiction. The only explanation there could be to this is that when you bring something from the darkness into the light, problems start to happen. But we are not certain that's what the writer was thinking when he made this scene. Last but not least, we see a lot of flatness in the film Edward Scissorhands. Flatness is when a character is not explained very much in a film. The character I saw the most flatness in was Esmeralda. In one of her few scenes, she quotes, "It's not heaven he's from, it's straight from the stinking flames of hell. The power of Satan is in him, I can feel it. God, you have your poor sheep strayed so far from the path." Esmeralda shows up in about 3 scenes and only to say a few words that condemned Edward. This character is not explained at all. They never answer why she is there or why she thinks bad of Edward.